gave you chills that, you saw that one person evolve from this 135-page curriculum. But it's, they do a different character each day, Monday through Thursday. On Friday, they get to do their favorite activities. They put them together. And it's a 3.5-hour day camp, 5 days a week, same as Odd Squad. But you can do it in a school setting, library, community centers, daycare centers. As a matter of fact, every library in Cabell County runs Civil War camps. They run about 15 a year. And this is an amazing camp. And it's one of the new programs that took.
So did you explain like the binder thing for Odd Squad and Super Y?
The curriculums,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Now let's see what comes up next. Nothing.
StoryCorps.
All right. How many of you are familiar with StoryCorps? It's been around for a while and there are different incarnations of it. But you can get a StoryCorps app for your phone or other device. And it helps you to record oral histories. And if any of you are in social studies or have a history background, you'll know that oral history is becoming more and more important. Historians are really worried that we're not going to have any history to save because we all do texts and we do emails and then we delete them. And there's no physical documents left behind to record our history. So StoryCorps is a national program, and you can do this with your students at any grade level. It just depends on how much supervision they need. But you can pick a topic and have them interview somebody using the StoryCorps app. All the instructions are there, so you don't have to think very much. Just follow the instructions. And you can record the oral history, and then you can upload it to the StoryCorps website. And it can be, I was reading the other day, Warren Buffett, the billionaire, said that public speaking was one of the most important things anybody could learn to do. That if you go for a job interview and you are a good speaker, or you can do public speaking in some way, that you are much more likely to get a job and to get a higher paying job than if you mumble. So having your students and yourself do a StoryCorps activity where they need to ask good questions, they need to speak well into the microphone and follow up as a good listener could be a really important skill for you and your students to have. So you can go there for the StoryCorps app, download it, and it would work really well in your classes. And something I thought, speaking and listening are all part of content standards for every subject. So this can go into every subject, but also for the writers contest, narrative writing is one of your content standards all through elementary, starting in kindergarten, narrative writing. So participating in writers contest is a good way to implement your content standard for narrative writing and give the kids an opportunity. My granddaughter did the writers contest last year in 5th grade at Nichols Elementary. Anybody going to Nichols this year?
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
You're not, your daughter is
My
there?
daughter's in 1st grade.
In 1st grade, okay. You're going to Nichols, what grade?
5th grade.
5th? I can guarantee you could do writers contest.
Oh, I
Yep.
was excited when I saw it. I was like, ooh, I did the writers contest. And I actually, me and my best friend, she won 1st place, I won 2nd. And we're still best friends.
Oh, an alum.
Gosh,
You
yes.
are so lucky to go to Nichols because they had 3 winners last year in 5th grade.
Really?
Yes, and Mrs. Kinder's already called me
That's
about
where
it.
I'm going to visit.
Yeah.
Oh my
I know.
gosh,
Wow. But, yeah, so we have a testimonial. Okay. Gotta have those testimonials. All right. Who knows what's going to happen at Nichols this year? Because I'm going to go do learning media training for the whole school there. So I'll meet you again. All right, let's see what shows up next.
It's the
Toolkits. All right, Debbie.
Yes, well, these are, again, something I have to say about an interview too. I was told always go with clean shoes. Don't go with mud.
Right.
But these are also, and you will have one of these when you leave. Just like Oprah, you're going to get a bag.
But
There's
not a
no
car.
cars in there. But these are some of this is one of the toolkits that PBS again makes. They're wonderful. This one is called Big Challenges Divorce. And it actually helps the parents, deal with the child when they're going through things like these bad things. Each kit contains, it's the brand new one, it contains a video, a reading book, and related activities to do with the divorce. I'm not real familiar with the divorce one. I have worked with the grief kit, which is on teaching children about death. And one of the things that I took out of that when I watched it, and it's sort of grim to say, but they suggest you don't say passing away or going to heaven. It makes them think they might be coming back. They recommend you say the word death. Final. And that came out of that kit. That's one thing I pulled out of it. But Elmo's uncle dies, and the story, the possibilities just can go on and on. Just go on PBS Kids site, PBS Parents. Where else? All of them. The acts. I played Martha Speaks one day at work for over an hour. My boss wonders why if I get my 40 in. So, but we have divorce, grief. Food for thought is a real good one. It's teaching children to eat healthy on a budget, and sometimes you don't have a big meal, but to teach them that family time is a good time. I'm just pulling a little bit out of each one. We also have one on incarceration. And another one, I can't think of the name of it, but it's about Elmo's mother loses her job, and Elmo wants to go to the circus. And so, she said, well, I lost my job, the video's just wonderful. So they made a circus in the house for Elmo. So he still got to go to the circus. So again, I can't express more how PBS should be in classrooms, but keep your TV off. You read and do.
And these are really good. I know Kanawha County wants to put a set of these toolkits in each one of their elementary schools for the counselors to have. But I find as a secondary person, they're good for me too, because I'm not going to maybe use Elmo, but the knowledge that I'm going to gain about how to talk to people about grief or divorce or incarceration or some of the other topics, it just makes me a better person, a better teacher, because I will be better able to understand, have empathy, and maybe have the right words to help my students cope with these different things. You can find many more of them online at that sesamestreet.org/toolkits. They've got so many of them, and a lot of them you download for free.
You can download, or we also can get them into. And in your bags, you all have some of them.
Yeah. Your goodie bags are back on the table for you to get later on. We didn't want to give them to you now because we knew you'd be looking for the big prize, and there isn't one.
Well, I have a prize, but nobody told me my shoes were pretty, so.
Oh, okay. I thought that.
I would have told you a long time ago if I'd have known.
Well, yeah. Compliments might bring prizes.
Oh, let me point at this one too. There is a fairly new Sesame Kids show on working with children with autism.
Oh, yes, it is.
And it's very good, and I think you can go online and download that whole thing too. So
Well, I know we only have a few more minutes, but
I hope we have our contact information. Yes.
it's there.
Okay.
But children learn in different ways, and this is, did you see this?
I did see
you
that at the
you all do
conference,
this?
Yeah.
Children learn in different ways, and as I was looking over these, I was thinking how young you all are. You probably
pass
don't
those
know
out?
some of
Want me
these.
to pass those out?
If you want, yes, you can. Or see, we only have about 5 minutes left. See how many you can get, and there might be a prize. These are all logos.
I did surprisingly well on that. I'll just let you know. I was pretty good.
New York government had it.
It's a They're coming. I do have prizes.